All right. Back in the deep sea metro, got just one more thing to collect. But I've also got 25 mem cakes to collect. So my plan for today, for this session, is get the rest of them. Get all the mem cakes, and we'll pick up the last thing. Yeah, this should be fine. Hopefully. Ooh, that's a hell of a thing. Go with the slosher. Rotating stage. Oh boy. Alright. It's simple enough. Oh. That's an idea. Get that bubble shield. Not sure it's an idea I'm going to actually take advantage of, but that would let you climb up the walls without having to ink your way up there. That should work, right? And then I will immediately regret it. Sniper. Get out of here. Alright, let's see. Oh, something I wanted to talk about while I'm killing time. Navigating this rotating floating island. Is the cycle getting faster, or is that just me? God, son of a... Alright. Right, so, it kind of works out because they're enemies that I'm facing off against at the moment anyway. But, I kind of glossed over, and by that I mean I kind of completely ignored what's going on with these discolored Octarians I've been fighting. Marina mentioned something about it, like, way back, early on. In, like, one of the first few levels. She said it was like they had no signs of life. Like, no pulse or anything like that. Well, although I don't know if, like, a fish is... an octopus, rather, is supposed to have a pulse, but, that's neither here nor there. Oh, jeez. I really did not think that one through. Alright, good thing I've got one more one more life left before the game makes me pay. You know, like, literally. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is because of... the in-game composer of the Octo Expansion music, or at least most of it, is an unseen character named Deadfish. I know I've talked about that. So basically, whatever happened to all the other Octarians that I'm fighting also happened to Deadfish. And in some, you know, online post, social media post that Nintendo put up. Because they like to do that about, like, the in-world musicians. Deadfish is described as, well, someone who's, how do I put it? Her original personality is completely gone, except for making sick beats. Alright, let's try a little of this. That's not so bad. I'm pretty sure I kind of mentioned it briefly before, because I was thinking, oh man, look at all this, like, rich lore that they've got for the game. And then it's literally completely irrelevant to the game itself. Never comes up. None of the musicians ever get, like, mentioned in-game. The best you get is when you access the jukebox feature. Oh, I'm definitely gonna go with this. I'm not going without a main weapon. It's just silly. There's, like, a jukebox feature that does tell you about... It does tell you, like, the in-world artist names. But other than that... Alright, there we go. Wow, that's just plain rude. I love it. Alright, so if I gotta do something like that, I guess. Easy enough. And that's a hell of an idea. I actually think it's a neat application of the mechanics in new and interesting ways. Oh no, that's not good enough. take them out, but they're hiding. Although that'll do it. Just bop that guy right in the face. And this did not actually do it. I need... Gotta go back to the starting point? No, I don't. Okay, thank God. Come on, giant squeegee. Together we ride. Alright, please tell me this will work. Thank God. I could do another loop for some reason. Ooh, armor. Don't actually care, though. That's alright, though. Oh, man. That's a hell of an idea. So I need to get this squeegee carrying a dash pad thingy to not only get to the right position, but also face the right direction. Wow. Alright, or else that happens. Do you know that one level in Mario Sunshine? It's like a bonus level, or a secret level. I'm just bringing that up for no reason. Well, that worked. Okay. A little less punishing than the Chucksters. I'll take it. Alright. Only Splat Bombs. I can handle that. Well, how about that? Oh, geez. Alright. Octo Commando, huh? No problem. Don't try to pick me off. Oh, that was so close. Ah. Oh no! Well, at least there was this there to catch my fall. So the thing about Splat Bombs, I don't think I've really mentioned it before. The timer for the explosion basically starts as soon as it makes contact with the ground. That's why I'm like constantly aiming kind of low with these. Now, for things like the gold, they blow up on contact, but yeah, as long as they're in the air, then the fuse won't, you know, actually start counting down. I just realized I haven't been looking at the mem cakes. What is wrong with me? Let's do that. Alright. Looks like this is the sub-weapons line of cakes. Suction Bomb. Though it flies errant or amiss, should its sly arc hit near the mark, your fate is sealed with its kiss. Have I gotten a chance to use suction bombs all that much? I don't know. But they have a longer fuse time than splat bombs, but they will stick to, you know, whatever surface, and they have a bigger blast radius, so they're pretty good if you're into that kind of thing. If you like your bombs sticky. The curling bomb. No stealth or guile, not for you. You pave the way as plain as day. Foreshadowing imminent spew. Autobomb. Its friendly face, its easy stride. That's all affronts. Let me be blunt. It leaves you with nowhere to hide. Those things are the worst. I mean, they're fine, but I don't use them. And Toxic Mist. The sickly sweet aroma spreads. Its stagnant arms bring only harm, along with sluggish looming dread. Yeah, those slowly drain your ink and I think deal damage to you over time. They won't kill you outright, but they'll make you extremely vulnerable to being killed, so, you know, keep an eye out. Oh boy. Time for some 8-balls. Oh, we tic-tac-toe now. No weapon. Got anything for me, Mr. Cumber? Well, they call it bingo, but I feel like you need more than 9 squares for a bingo. Alright. Ah, I see. So I only get 4 balls to work with here. Oh boy. I picked a really bad, or at least a suboptimal starting spot. Okay. Alright, well, it should be easy enough. I mean, I say that, but all I have to do is... Well, what I'm thinking is, all I have to do is keep the ball from not hitting the middle or left side. Oh, come on. Although, I guess if it wasn't so precise, I probably would have failed by now anyway. No! Oh, come on! You gotta count that. I mean, I know I totally cheesed it, but... Oh... You know what that reminds me of? In Sonic Adventure 2, when you're playing... Well, I guess either way, there's that fight between Sonic and Shadow in the jungle. You're on, like, this little island surrounded by water. And what you can do... Like, the water is an instant death plane. But you still... Oh, jeez, this is not ideal. The water is still, like, an instant death plane. But you have just enough control. Oh, is it gonna let me do that? Can I just... Can I just do that? Oh my god. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do that. Come on. Get out of there. What I was trying to say before I made this incredibly powerful discovery was that you could hit that death plane in that battle and then easily jump out of it and back onto land, but you still die. No! Oh, man. I'm really surprised, though, that they didn't put a thing like, I don't know, like some kind of glass covering to go over any space that you filled. You know, getting the middle one's a good start. Maybe I should have left that in there, because I had almost had a bingo 2 ways. But whatever. Now I've almost got a bingo 2 ways again. Get out of there. I don't want to go for the diagonal. There we go. Took a little cheating, but you know what? If they didn't want me to do it, they really could have taken steps to prevent that, so really that's on the game designers. Alright. What do we got here? Burst bombs? Alright. Not everyone can be a scourge in tense combat. I toss this splat, a monument to my last surge. Oh, burst bombs. I don't like using burst bombs either. They're... I mean, sure, blowing up on impact, like some kind of water balloon, is not a terrible idea. It's just that They're so weak. Alright. Activate the switches and get to the goal. Alright, I'm going to use this thing. Any advice? Ah, enemy ink will reverse them. Okay. That's an interesting idea. Let's see here. Aha. Wow, okay. Okay. What if I just do this and leave those guys alone? Alright. So I've got these flutters to worry about now, it seems. Now I just need them to or deactivate the switch. Okay. That's pretty clever. Oh boy. That's a hell of an idea. No, it's not good enough. Oh, dang, it's got one on its back. That's what I was missing. Oh, get out of there. Very rude to put a switch on that guy's back, but it's alright. I just noticed the Karate Kid reference there. Hey, the classic Splat Bomb. Closer to pyramids than spheres. Let fly the bombs, a sigh, then calm. A pillow stained with ink or tears. Just a... oh. I don't like the sound of heinous in the name of this level. Alright, mini splatling, I guess. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'll let it fall. Ooh. Alright. Okay. There's a small part of me that wants me to just deal with the ink furler and the enemies on the other side of it. That won't spawn and... Jeez. This is going perfectly. Okay. Well, that doesn't help per se, but it doesn't hurt. Okay. Maybe if I can just, like... Yeah. No. Oh, boy. Heinous was right. No. Well. Alright. Oh, I should have moved. I really should have gone after that other ink furler. Yeah, that's what I should have done the first time around. Oh. Okay, thank God. Good enough. Alright, I wouldn't know from sick, but... Oh, wait a sec. Oh, no, never mind. For a second, a moment of fear developed in my mind because I thought, wait a second, did they want me to, like, try to ride the 8-ball as it bounced up? But no, they're not, they're not that cruel. They are that cruel, however. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take the help. Alright. That's what I should have done. While also being careful because... Oh, no, I guess it would have been fine. Nope. Not what I wanted to happen. Starting to think that maybe the mini Splatling here was not the best weapon choice for this. Maybe I should have gone with the Bamboozler. Alright, I'm just gonna let it roll back up. That worked. That worked. More or less. For broad definitions of worked. Alright, let's see what I'm supposed to be looking at over here. I see. All right. That's an interesting idea. Try to get the 8-ball to move forward while all this is happening. While keeping the ground, you know, like... There we go. While keeping the ground, you know, there, under your feet. Phew. Alright, what sub-weapon was that? Not a sub-weapon, just a weapon. The Splat Roller. I shake the squeegee to and fro. As I do laps, my color saps. A fair trade for a mighty blow. Well, that's the balance for the Splat Roller. Uses a lot of ink, but boy, is it strong. Oh boy, more spinning. Looks like I've got the semi-automatic burst fire nozzle nose. Ah, the H3. H standing for heavy. Alright. Guess we're gonna spin to win. Oh no, my jump didn't jump. Alright. Okay. Let's try that again, only this time we jump. There we go. That's the ticket. that's interesting, but what do I want to do with this information? I guess it lets me... I see. Alright. I can do a little of that. No, that didn't work. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh my god. My jump once again did not jump. Alright. Oh no! Oh man. Can't believe... Well, I guess I can sort of believe that it's the platforming that's giving me trouble. When I like to think of myself as pretty decent at platformers... I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I played Celeste on stream. It's like, I'm no slouch, right? And yet... Let's just, That's pretty good. Oh. No. So close. All right. Got my lane inked up. That's all I had to do. And now we never have to come back to the E line. Cursed Wave, hello. Thank you for the raid. And welcome to everyone who's joining from Cursed Wave stream. We're here playing Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. I'm just wrapping up all of the mem cake levels. And I've got an old-timey hat. I wonder where we've seen this hat before. Surely not on Cat and Craig. Yeah, okay, Craig. Oh no, more spin to win, but at least this time it's propeller lifts. So how did the stream go, by the way? It was, Hades, right? Love me some Hades. I'm not gonna concern myself with balloons, I think. Oh. I should concern myself with living, though. Ah. Oh, Extreme Measures 4. I think I've unlocked it, but I've never actually done it. Because I don't think I have any of my weapons up to heat level 10. And I'm a sucker who always goes with the recommended weapon. For better or for worse, mostly worse. No, I'm not that bad. Okay, okay, did not die. That's a good starting point. The only thing I've ever heard about Extreme Measures 4 is that apparently there are... Well, apparently you can't give your dad a hug when he starts shooting lasers at you. Because I know that's kind of a way to kind of cheese that. If you get, like, really up close, and as long as you don't have anything that knocks you back when you use it, that move is basically your chance for free damage. But I've heard that in... Yeah, it's funny, like, his lasers, even when he's got, like, a full circle of lasers, their hitbox is not connected to them, so you can get really up close and personal. Or as some people like to put it, give them a hug. But I've heard, when he does that move with Extreme Measures active, he starts emitting like a wave, like a pulse, when he does lasers. So you can't... No hugs. He is sick of your shit. He does not want to be touched right now. But I've never seen it. One day, perhaps. Oh, did I reach the end? Alright. Oh, damn it. Get out of here. Ah, dying right at the end. A classic maneuver. Alright, a couple of mem cakes to look at now that I think about it. The splatter shot, classic. The polished nozzle gleams and shines. Unblemished gun reflects the sun. A good day's match. Victory's mine. That's your basic weapon. What do we got here? Ah, the Rainmaker. We're torn apart so many times. I must be bold and keep my hold to make their team pay for their crimes. Rainmaker's a fun mode. I'm just... how do I put it? Ooh, more 8-ball? It's just that my strategy for Rainmaker is extremely not a strategy at all. Alright. E-leader. Here we go. My strategy for Rainmaker is always just carve a direct path. Just straightforward. Oh, yeah, okay. I vaguely remembered this level. I get limited ink, too. This is disgusting. This is vile. I hate it already. Oh man, do they really expect me to get all 7 in one shot? Or I guess in 4 shots? This is... Oh, I've got 1 refill. Okay. Okay. Think carefully where each shot is going to end up. Well, if I knew that, then it wouldn't be such an issue. Alright, so that's... So the... Yeah, okay, that's the economy of shots here that I'm working with. I basically get 7 shots. So yeah, as long as I can average 1 switch per shot, it's not that bad. It's like a little puzzle. That should do it. There's a bingo. Wait, that's the wrong level. Now I just have to figure out how I'm going to get that one to go through there. That's not good. That's not good. Unless I can do this? Nope. Ah. I guess if I'm really, really careful about where I use my last shot, I might be able to get away with an 8th shot. Like, as long as I can go to that ink refill after using my last shot, I should be okay. I think. Oh, that should have gotten me a couple. Alright. Like so. Alright. So 8 shots. So that gives me a little room to kind of flub one. But why would I do that? Why would I miss one of my shots? That's just silly. Jeez. Oh boy. I can't reach it from here. Oh, thank God. It doesn't actually use my ink if I cancel my charge. That is very good to know. Well, maybe if I bank this. Count it! Oh! I cannot believe that worked, but I'm absolutely going to take it. Alright, what is this? Ah, the power clam. When 4 are 1, they make a team. But 1 from 10? Come again? It's like some kind of fever dream. So that's from a different ranked mode that I don't think we're going to be seeing in this campaign. Like, they've kind of adapted the other ranked modes into a single player level. The last one, Clam Blitz, I don't think that's included. It's mentioned, but not included. It was something added after the release of the game. Oh no! Okay. It's okay, I got this. What was I thinking? I know what I was thinking. Why did I think it would work? That's the real question. I don't have enough time. Don't have enough time. Especially not when I do that. That's alright. I will confess to feeling really cool when I can pump one of these balloons using Splat Bombs. Alright. Well, I've definitely mucked this one up. Phew, alright. It's cool. I can handle. I can deal. See, that's pretty slick if you ask me. And I already know this is not going to work out as planned. I'll just take a little shortcut. Probably should have considered switching weapons. If it doesn't work out this time, then I definitely will. Just leave that. Nope. Okay. Now I know. Oh, come on. Gotta cycle around again. Jeez. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. Nope. Come on. Let's get back up there. Definitely killed my pace there, but it's alright. I need to at least land on that top rail if I'm gonna shoot the things that are up there. I don't think that's all that controversial strategy. Alright, I think I can work with this. Yeah, there we go. Took a few tries, but that's alright. Mondo grindage. Radical rails. I didn't feel radical at all. Alright, what's this? This is a bumper. Just a bumper. You teach the virtues of the still, and yet I spurned the lesson learned. My problem is, I have no chill. Oop. Fair enough. Who are you gonna call? Target Buster. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the ink brush. The thing about the ink brush as a weapon, whoops, it's fast. And I messed that up. I forgot to morph. Alright. Oh no! Oh no! Ah, man. I totally was not worried about my ink like I should have been. Alright, that's okay. Oh no. That's not good. I gotta at least hit all the targets. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. Alright. I probably should have gone with the other brush in this case. Pearl, that was bad advice. How did that not work? Yeah, I saw that one coming. Alright. If I can't get it in this set of attempts, I'm definitely going for the other brush. Ooh, alright. Paid off. A little tougher than I would have liked, but it paid off. Alright, next we've got Squid Bumper. Another squid? I'm gonna hurl. It's just litter. Please consider how we Octolings see the world. Well, they call it that, but that's also like kind of like the weapons test dummy. Defend the orb. Oh boy. Oh boy. All I got are sub-weapons to choose from, huh? Oh, and special weapons. Alright, oh, this is gonna be a doozy. 2,000 points. Oh, I get it. I choose my sub-weapon, and then I can pick any of the main weapon types that I like, which means I am going to go with the dualies. And, there are all the specials. Alright. Let's get some of that stereo sound going. Oh no. Alright. And I think they arrive on a timer. As you can see them like right there. Hey, get out of here. Oh no, they're using specials. Alright, I do remember this challenge being one hell of a thing. But, well... we in there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Jesus. That meter drops fast. Alright. Well, I'm not giving up that easily. But this is definitely one of those levels where it's like, oh, that's why you don't have to beat every single one to win. Well, here goes everything. It's almost safe. Oh, man. Whew. Sometimes it's not about killing the enemies, it's about just hanging in there. Alright, that would be... this thing. The scallop hoodie. On colder days, I like these clothes. With other threads, I'd stay in bed. It's too frigid to be exposed. And I realized I forgot to look at this one, the neon sea slugs. The squishing footsteps trudge and muck, their path revealed by heavy heel. My heart beats quick, a stroke of luck. Alright. We'll work on Goose Station. Oh boy, they're doing a Top Gun at me again. Listen to its howl and roar, they say. Alright. Press B to get a little extra boost. Can't forget that. That is critical. There are more enemies? Ah, that's what they want me to do. Well, a little too late for trying to submerge onto the ink rail. Oh, okay. There's my path forward. And whoop. Oh, that's kind of rude. But alright. I can manage this. Because I can jump and then do a little double jump. Yeah, easy every time. Oh, I don't have the range. Okay. I guess we're doing this part again. That's fine. Well, I didn't die, so that's a plus. Come on, get out of here. Ah, armor. Probably would have been handy. I passed, and that's what matters. Ah, the balloon. Oblivious, adrift and round, you hold inside a tempting prize. Who doesn't love that popping sound? Although, oh, wait a second. Gotta take a moment to appreciate. Got a nice number of mem cakes. Alright. Splat Magic, Splat Labyrinth Station. I'm gonna confess it's been a really, really long time since I've seen Labyrinth. So I don't know that I fully remember the, Actually, I don't remember at all the reference that it's trying to make at me. Oh, this kind of looks like, oh, if it's not exactly the training area, like when you first start up the game, it's awfully close. Alright. Get over here. Stop that. I want that armor, but I need to regenerate first. Okay. Here we go. That did not work. Try it again. Yeah, I don't need to take out every enemy. Alright. Oh, look at that. Easy every time. Okay. Got our final cake of that line, of that series. And 8 is an important number for some reason. I wonder what that number could be, or what that reason could be. Anyway, it's a tree. To plant a tree is its own reward. After you're gone, it will grow on, in memory, initials scarred. Let's see. Yeah, let's claim our reward first. That seems proper. Old-timey clothes. Now we've got Captain Craig's shirt. These guys in their suits. Alright. I think what I'll do is we'll start over here and work our way back. Whack Foo. Not sure if I'm into this. All I've got is my bubbler, or baller. Bubbler is a very different special. I gotta remember that. But, I don't know what boss this is. I guess it could only be one thing. Yeah. The Revenge of Octo Samurai. Thank God that fence was there. Ah, Pearl is observant. He's noticed the thing about its eyes. Ah. That's why you want to watch out for the spin attack. Alright, that's one phase down. Oh no! Alright, well, I've already got one phase down, so that should be fine. Oh yeah, spin. Alright, second phase done. I just gotta do a little bit of that. So far, so good. I've only died twice, it's okay. Alright, time for the wave strike. Ah, it's a double strike. At least it is this time. I don't know that it was before. Triple. I should have known rule of threes. More ought to do it. Alright. Now there, see? Easy every time. Let's see what it says. Knitted hat. No matter thickness, brim, or gauge, a well-done pearl will awe the world. These handmade hats are all the rage. Alright, that's fair. Outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Get to the goal. Well, it's recommended, so I'll go with this loadout. It doesn't look like there's any particular gimmick. Something about this song in particular makes me think of Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country 2, specifically. Alright, any hidden prizes under here? No? Oh, cool, I can go baller again. Alright. Good enough. I done did it. Alright. Wrapped crate. Reveal unto me your prizes. That's not a very thrilling prize. Alright, I was unnecessarily bold by... Ooh. I was gonna say, I was unnecessarily bold by climbing up while the Octo Commando was firing, but you know what? Who cares? I lived, and that's what matters. Picked up that special and I didn't even need it. Gonna use it anyway because this guy's being a jerk. Remember, folks, in the Octo Expansion, there's no prizes for not using all the tools at your disposal. They are there for you to use. Watch out now. Okay. Something tells me I'm going to be going with the range blaster. Is that the range blaster? Rapid blaster. Oh, limited ink. Oh. Please don't come at me. I asked it not to come at me. You heard me. Oh boy. That's not ink conservation. I conserved enough. It's nice to get an easy one. Or at least a quick one after some of these. Right. First the hat. The Taco Roca mesh. Oops. It keeps the elements away. No rain, nor heat, nor wind, nor sleet. But does it guard against ink spray? Not sure that a mesh hat kind of does any protecting against wind. Or sleet, for that matter. I don't know. We don't get sleet around here. But, anyway. Orange arrows. Such devilfish make hair couture. The colors clash and make a splash. Without a doubt. Footwear du jour. Alright. Oh boy, footloose, huh? What did it say? Defeat all the enemies? Alright, then I'm gonna have to go with my fave, the Luna Blaster. Oh, it's another one of those... Okay. I may regret this, but I'm still willing to give it a try. I gotta watch out for the floor. That's one way of doing it. That's actually a very funny way of doing it. I am into it. Goodbye. That's not good. On the other hand, maybe it's fine. See, that's why I use the Luna Blaster. Minimal damage to the ground except under enemies. Nice and powerful. Big burst radius. Let's learn about the meat Dacronics. Mint Dacronics. Wow. I see you walking down the street. You think you're slick in those lime kicks, but they'd look fresher on my feet. Break it down. Matchmaster. Alright, looks like we're going back to the champagne bottles. Time to break out the bubbly. But this one is going to be a bit of a doozy, because, look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, is it doing something nice for me and marking all the ones that I should break? With like this orange color? I think that's what it's trying to do for me. So you know what? I appreciate that. Oh, that was close. All right. No. Cutting it real close. Okay, I see. The key is a checkpoint, so I can save my progress. Now, once I feel like I've done enough and don't want to, risk losing anything. But I think I only get the one shot to save, so gotta be careful. Maybe I'll pick up the key just in case. Just for now. Nice and easy. So far, so good. You know what Pearl's saying? Now let's take Marina's advice and use that key before something dire happens. Yeah, final checkpoint. See, I would have had to start all over is the thing. Not anymore. And I want to reiterate, I am not actually even looking at the reference model. I'm just working on the assumption that they knew that a model this big and, you know, complex, no one's going to keep that in their head for very long. Alright, I haven't died yet. Is that enough? I guess what I'll do is I'll spin it and we'll see. Ah, okay. So now I just gotta get over there. Which might be easier said than done. Yeah. That should do it. One last little challenge, because of course. Actually, I could have just... Can I make that jump? That doesn't seem possible. Is there like another graph link that I missed? Ah. Nope. Alright. It almost feels like adding insult to injury, except I don't know how much injury there really was. But just having to climb all around this thing. Just to get to the top. After all of the careful, methodical busting of crates. Oh, okay, there is a wall I can ink up to get back out. Really? God. Oh, that felt like, there's this one little joke in Futurama that I've always loved. Where they're doing some kind of big countdown on the Planet Express ship. And they get to 1. Like at the end of the countdown, Fry goes to press the button, the big red button, and he just misses it. Just, oops. That's what it felt like at the end there. But, hey, first let's check out the mem cake. The King Tank. This swells a stir of royal pride. In small or large, you lead the charge. The ink of nobles flows inside. We're almost done. Chat room, session 9. Looks like Captain Cuttlefish is working on his raps, and Pearl says, "Keep trying, bud." Oh, God. Craig, stop it. Oh, one of Pearl's old verses before she knew anything about meter or rhythm. Alright, this one I will read out loud. Who needs friends on this dark, cold night? Not this rhyming soldier, I'm a stark, bold knight. On a higher level up here, can you feel me? This Pearl's one of a kind, but my fam knows the real me. Wow. And, Craig likes it. It only sold 1,000 copies. Oh, right. It's a recording of one of Pearl's songs. Bleep dudes be bleep sleepin'. All right. Let's listen. That's not very rap at all. I think she might have broken her equipment. Oh no. They really described Marina as the tall, exotic-looking girl. That's bad. Don't do that. Oh look, they're friends. And you know, last time I said something like, I wish there was a way to zoom in on these pictures, and I entirely forgot. I can just do this. I can just do this. I can't screenshot it like that, but look, they're all friends. And one last jab about how Pearl is short. Alright, let's finish up this line. Oh no. Boss time, Inkjet. This can only mean one thing. It's that shower cap enemy. so I get to... Oh. Thank you for the follows. Hope you're having fun. I guess the really nice thing about trying to fight this boss, the Inkjet, is that I have much better mobility to make this go a lot faster. Well, I guess I do need to still watch out for some of this stuff. Alright, time for the sidesteppers, but that's alright. I'm not worried about sidesteppers. Vertical stingray attacks. Alright, well. Oh. Right, the missiles. Those are a thing. Okay. Dang. Oh, that's an interesting idea that I never would have thought to do on my own. There we go. Look at that. Easy every time. Whatever, Dad. Alright, well, cleared out another line. So of course I'm going to do that. Let's collect our prize. Old-timey shoes. Alright, mem cake. Where are you? Ah, white tea. I don't quite trust this Stark White brand. It's more for squids or little kids. And where's the pop? It's oh so bland. Yeah, that's fair. I've never been into plain white t-shirts. Chat logs. A bunch of Octolings just hanging out in Inkopolis Square. And, Craig, shut up. Yeah, alright. So at this point, on the surface, the Octolings have started to make their way into Inkling Society. So that's cool. The last thing is over there, but we've still got 4 more levels to do before I pick it up. So it looks like I've got to race the clock in the baller. Gonna go zorbing. Were you alright there, buddy? Alright. I guess he was fine. Oh, they really were keeping me on a tight time limit. That's alright. I'm feeling confident. That's close. Cutting it real close. Missed the ring, don't care. I got it. Almost got it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what do we have to say about this one? The slow your roll, mole. When going through here, play it cool. Or get a clue and don't go through. I won't bend on this. Them's the rules. Alright. Easy breezy. Gonna ride some towers. What level is this going to be? I wonder. Let's try the Brella. I haven't used the Brella today, so here we go. Wait a second. All those decorations totally just popped in. Just ink this up. Oh no. I got bopped. Alright. Yeah, get got. That's not ideal. We'll let the enemy get specials. That was rough. Alright. I'm still making forward progress. I don't even... Okay, there's the enemy. It's fine. We're almost at the goal. I can't remember if I pointed it out before. It's definitely worth pointing out now. This little pillar in the middle of the tower, that actually serves as cover, and it's a lot better than one might think, just from the looks of it. That's how I was able to survive that very close splashdown. The I Ship It logo. I packed my feelings in a box, a parcel stuffed with hope and love, and trimmed with stamps. Unorthodox. Alright. Just 2 more levels. Just ink it in. Shooter McStation. I don't get it. Oh, before the time runs out. Alright, give me the blaster. Oh, that's mean. Alright. But not that mean, it turns out. Familiar graffiti. I've seen this, but I'm not aware just what the splat I'm looking at. Is it a frog or a brown bear? The world may never know. Alright. Final level. Ink it real good. only one weapon this time, and it's the Hydra Splatling. Let's see what Mr. C. Cucumber has to say. Spreaders coat with ink. Just don't get caught. Alright. Let's see how far this gets me. Oh cool, I can do some shenanigans from here. Beautiful. Petty little geometry means nothing to me. I slept my way through geometry class. Yeah, it looks a lot more manageable than any other angle. Oh hey, it's a friendly spreader. Yeah, that's probably close enough. Alright, final checkpoint. Big flutter. Would you happen to know anything about that you could tell me, Marina? Anything at all? Alright, well, that's it. That's all the mem cakes. Alright, first things first. Our last prize for completing the 10th line. We get a C. Cucumber's hat. What a fine prize. It looks like, speaking of, he's got something to say. Ah, 30,000 points. Now that I no longer need any because, you know, I've done all the tests. Alright, let's check this bonus track. So, Pearl and Marina have left. Captain Cuttlefish is working on his emojis, apparently. And hey, it's Agent 2. Agent 2, of course, being Marie. I'm gonna confess, I had to think about it for a second. But of course, Callie is Agent 1, Marie is Agent 2. Callie, Marie, that's the order. That was nice, just a little extra conversation. Very mysterious, this Agent 2. Little Max. How I admire Little Max, the highest rank to be so swank that my rivals have heart attacks. Alright. Well, there's only one last thing to do, right? And that's get this final thing. I guess I haven't really taken any time to look at what these rooms are, but these are more like depots, I guess. But here it is. The final thing. We've done it. We've passed the test. But you know what? I'm just gonna let that phone ring. I think we're done for now.